Caitlin Clark at center of controversy between Sheryl Swoopes and ESPN analyst. Former One Leap and Basketball Hall of Fame member Sheryl Swoopes recently went viral for comments about Indiana Fever rookie Caitlin Clark. On an episode of her Queens of the Court podcast, Swoopes stated that Clark has a much better supporting cast on the Fever than Angel Reese does on the Chicago Sky. Swoopes added that Indiana was close to the playoffs last season before drafting Clark, saying Indiana, without question, has better pieces around Clark than Chicago has around Reese. While Swoopes said more on her podcast than just these comments, it was this clip that went viral online. During a segment of her Elle Duncan show, the ESPN analyst called out Swoopes for her Clark comments, saying, "This just doesn't feel right at all, and it is starting to feel a little bit like hate from Sheryl, who just in this particular space, stop." Duncan added, "If the Fever, who won a handful of games last year, are in the playoffs this year, then you have to understand that a large part of that is Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston. Either one of them, I would have accepted either one of those." Duncan has since apologized for these comments, saying they were made after receiving clips pulled by producers, as opposed to gathering the full context by listening to the entirety of Swoopes' podcast. "I did the thing you aren't supposed to do," Duncan wrote on X. "I reacted to Sheryl Swoopes' comments about Caitlin Clark based on quotes pulled for me by producers in the rundown. I should have listened to the show. The same thing I implored Sifs fans to do when they were attacking me a couple months back for hating on her. I hate that I've sent more vitriol her direction and I'm taking this biggle. I've texted Sheryl the same thing. I will do better. I am sorry." Duncan included several replies to fans in her mentions that revealed even more of her thoughts on this topic. "It's all good the apology isn't for them," Duncan replied to a fan who pointed out the backlash she has received for apologizing. "It's for Sheryl. She's the only one I need to get right with. The rest is par for the Twitter course lol." Duncan also clarified that she is not blaming her producers in this instance. "Nope, not producers' fault either," Duncan wrote on X. "They are putting an entire show together, and it is the responsibility of the talent to do their research. This is on me for rushing, for not taking my time and just reacting. This is my lol while Clark and the Fever are on a break from NBA action. The star rookie remains at the center of many hot topics."